What is going on, Wastelanders? It is me, Lone Vault Wanderer, here to talk about the changes to V.A.T.S in Fallout 4. So if you recall, in the Fallout 4 segment of Bethesda's E3 presentation, it was highlighted that V.A.T.S would be returning, but V.A.T.S in its current form in Fallout 4 is actually different to what it was in 3 in New Vegas, and the major difference that I noted is that V.A.T.S no longer pauses time entirely. If you actually look at it, it simply slows down the clock and everything is in slow motion. And this seems like such a stupid thing to make a video on, but I think it raises an interesting point on many levels. First of all, it actually shows that Bethesda are constantly looking at fan-created mods from Fallout 3 and New Vegas and trying to incorporate the best ones into their games. So which mod are they trying to incorporate here? If any of you had played 3 on New Vegas, there is a mod called Bullet Time, and essentially what Bullet Time does, it slows down the clock, but you're still shooting without the V.A.T.S mechanic. So you'll slow down, be able to take specific shots and be able to increase your accuracy in that sense, but you can't target particular body parts in the V.A.T.S sense. Rather, you're still shooting in that FPS perspective, you're still controlling the player, but everything just slows down and you still have to aim your gun as you normally would if you were just walking around the wasteland without using V.A.T.S. So you see how Bethesda has actually incorporated that aspect of bullet time with the new V.A.T.S in Fallout 4, because when you actually go into V.A.T.S, it's simply, like with bullet time, slows down time as opposed to stopping it completely. And the second point that I want to make is that I think the inclusion of this metamorphosized V.A.T.S, which is kind of like an amalgamation between bullet time and the original V.A.T.S, is to address players' concerns that V.A.T.S was incredibly OP, in that you could just spam V.A.T.S and see where their enemies were, and then if an enemy was really close to you, which I think is the important point, you can just press V.A.T.S really quickly and then shoot the enemy. For example, if a Deathclaw is right on your ass, you can just press V.A.T.S, that pauses time, the Deathclaw can't actually hit you, and then you can take your time targeting body parts, like go for a headshot, and then try and take as much damage off the Deathclaw as possible. But with this new and improved V.A.T.S, I say improved because I think it is beneficial, in those tense moments where there are enemies very close to you, because when you go into V.A.T.S it only slows down time as opposed to completely stopping it, you still have to be very quick with your execution in V.A.T.S, in that if a Deathclaw is on your ass and you go into V.A.T.S in Fallout 4, it's only going to slow time, so you only have like a couple of seconds before the Deathclaw actually swipes at you, so you're going to have to really quickly target a random body part and hope that the Deathclaw is severely damaged or at least dies, and that goes for any other enemy. But you're not going to be able to pause time just to prevent yourself from getting hurt, but if you're not going to be quick enough, you're going to get hurt straight away. And I think that kind of dumbs down the OP-ness, if you want to call that, of the original V.A.T.S, in that you can't use it as a time stopping mechanism. You still have to be strategic, you still have to be very quick when you enter V.A.T.S and try to kill an enemy. And if an enemy sneaks up behind you and then you enter V.A.T.S but they still hit you because it's in a slow motion, then I think that increases the difficulty of the game somewhat. And that was, I think, the draw or the allure of the bullet time mod, in that it's not OP, rather it slows down the game, still allows you to take those pinpoint shots, but if there are enemies right onto you, it's only going to slow down the game, so you can still get hit whilst trying to execute enemies in the bullet time mode. So I just thought that was really interesting. I'd love to know what you think about this particular change to V.A.T.S. Please put your thoughts in the comments below. Please follow me on Twitch and Twitter. The links to those pages are in the description below. And until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and as always, keep fighting the good fight.